Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's Mondays in Exandria, an adventure in Emon. We are here, we are excited to be here, and yeah, let's go around. Let's see who we are and who will be playing. I will be playing Wendell Eustace Abernathy, Lucius Throckwaddle Hossenpfeffer the Fourth of the Havisham Hossenpfeffers. I'm a tad under the weather today, so pardon my lack of enthusiasm. We'll just say I'm really in Wendell character today. He's a nobleman warlock, and he has a manservant named Igor. Michael, Tiny Pilot, how are you doing?
Also doing okay, but ready to play some Igor and see what kind of mischievous trouble our entire band of merry people could get into tonight, because we always seem to get into something. So, yeah, excited to be here.
Excellent, excellent. We also have D20 Coup de Grace.
That's me. Hi. I'll be playing Holland Flipcloak today, and I just can't wait to get into it.
Excellent, excellent. Speaking of can't wait to get into it, Nugatosaurus, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm doing great. I'm Nugatosaurus. I'm going to be playing Hal, the shifter fighter, who's kind of on a murder spree right now. So we'll see if that continues or not. Well, you never know. Might murder a couple other people. But other than that, yeah, it's a pretty good night. So let's do it.
Pretty good night. Speaking of having a pretty good night, producer Trav, how are you?
I'm good. I'm producer Trav. I'm playing Lamont Quinlan, who is on a murdered spree, having died in the last two episodes of our show. So I'm extremely agitated. Everyone around me has been driving me crazy today. So I'm in the perfect place to play this character. And let's get it on.
Excellent. I would like to say you're not dead. You're welcome. And move on over to our Dungeon Master Deception check. How are you this evening?
Oh, I'm doing fine. It seems like we're rotating the illnesses around the old Mondays in Exandria crew on Monday nights now. So let's hope that Wendell can keep it together this evening and not just lash out and kill Igor for doing something random. Yes, I'm at Deception Check. I'm the DM for Mondays in Exandria, which is an adjustment of, or at least right now, an adjustment of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, placed in the world of Tal'Dorei by Matthew Mercer with a couple of adjustments and some other things in there. It's a lot of fun. Can't wait to see what happens. Let's do a quick recap. Last week, we chased down a lead over to Cuddle's Meat Pies, where we think the Stone of Galore was supposed to be held. Unfortunately, no one found the stone there, but they did find a rather nice assortment of meat pies, which Wendell looked into very, very intently. And then the rest of the group found a band of fiends, some Iron Authority bugbears, attacking a small group of what looked to be ne'er-do-wells in a back alley. They were recognized almost immediately and were soon dispatched by the group. The bugbears were then beheaded by Harlan because they mentioned they looked like they were Iron Authority trained, and he has secrets that must be kept. Hal dispatched another on their knees captive after finding out all the information that they needed. Lamont was on the roof and saw one of the three people fighting the bugbears climb the roof and run. He chased her across the rooftops and ended up getting stabbed several times and falling unconscious atop the roof. If it wasn't for his cries and moans and the good ears today of yesterday of Igor, who heard the cries, ran up there and found Lamont and saved him by stuffing both of his thumbs in the two holes that were made and keep the blood inside. So Lamont was stabilized just in time and carried back to the group. So we find ourselves in a back alley in the pouring rain with bodies surrounding everyone. An unconscious Lamont hangs in the embrace of Igor. But we're going to start in the mind of Lamont this evening, which is a very scary place for anyone to visit, much less spend more time than they need to there. Lamont, you feel the common feel of memories coming to you, a dream coming to you as you float in the nothingness that you've come to recognize so often recently. As it overtakes you, you find yourself sitting at your workbench, having just completed the task which has consumed your life for these past 10 years. You've sacrificed so much up to this point. Your wife has long ago left you and taken any hope that you had to connect with your daughter. The guild has stopped covering your material costs due to your repeated disregard of deadlines. And your 3 apprentices, all very capable and promising students, stopped showing up at some point, but you're not sure when that was. Everything was put into this item, this project. It will be worth it. You're worth it. You sit staring down at the finished mechanism on the workbench. You could feel the waves of power waiting to be used, calling to you. But then behind you, there is a sound of something falling off of a desk and crashing to the floor, and a quiet curse. You turn and call out, "Estinian, is that you?" thinking one of your apprentices has returned. But the person standing there is someone you don't know. She is strong and bestial in aspect. She looks focused and only says one word as she moves at you with a dagger in her hand. "Sorry." As she goes to strike, you hold your hands in front of you to shield the killing blow and notice that the project is in your hands. And you remark to yourself how strange that is, that you didn't know it was there as you see the knife strike it and bisect it. There's a pulse of energy. The woman screams and is ripped apart by the force of your work, only moments before you are engulfed as well. As the end comes, before the blinding, burning light consumes you fully, a strange thought comes to the surface of your mind, something that seems out of place. It's a single word, a question. How? All right, back to the alley. You guys are standing in the rain. You don't get anything out of it. You're dead, man. You guys are standing in the rain. You have unconscious Lamont in the hands of Igor, bodies strewn all around, 2 thumbs down in Lamont to keep him alive, and a couple beheaded corpses.
Master, can I remove my thumbs yet?
Yes, remove the thumb.
Hey,
Remove your thumb from Lamont. Igor.
He removes his thumbs. Is there
And
still blood coming
I'll
out?
cast Spare the Dying on him just in case, because I do not trust Igor's medical attention.
I have the best medical training from Butler School.
You didn't go to Butler School.
Removes his thumbs. You notice it seems like the bleeding has stopped. Maybe the wounds weren't quite as deep as they looked, but you spare the dying anyway.
Just spare the dying. Another favor. He'll owe me later eventually one day when he realizes he's not actually dead.
Igor's going to put his hands on Lamont's chest and lean close into his face and be like, "Are you awake?"
No, he's probably going to be asleep for at least an hour. 1 to 4 hours if I had to guess.
Wakey.
Based on his average.
Igor starts slapping his face a little bit.
Don't beat up the unconscious man. We know he's poor.
Master, do you want me to take him with us?
Yes. I suppose we should.
Coming on me back. And Igor's going to grab him and whoop, like a sack of potatoes on his back.
As you're standing there, you hear a moan from the dwarven man tied to the chair who's sitting out in the rain now that you all have forgotten about since he was drug out from the building.
Master, you want me to carry the dwarf or carry this one?
Owl, who's the dwarf and why are they here?
He works for the clasp and they kidnapped him because I guess they thought he knew where the stone was.
Ah. fascinating.
Should probably wake him up, right?
If you guys want.
If you want to do anything about him not waking up, you should probably do it soon, is what I'm going to say.
You
I
might-
mean, I don't have any grievances against him.
Alright, then let's have him be indebted to us. So let's untie him and rescue him as he's waking up. That'll be telepathically said, in case he's coming to a little bit more.
Well, can Igor march over and throw Lamont to the floor and start untying the door? Just
Sure.
not really throw, but just drop him like a sack. He's not very soft.
Okay.
So Igor will do that. Does he stir any? I mean,
He
is
begins
just sitting
to.
there?
His eyes slowly open,
And I'll telepathically tell Igor to untie him slower so that we're untying him just as he's waking up, and it looks a very dramatic rescue.
the weird skull cap with the embroidered eye on the front is kind of catty corner on his head there, sort of half slid off, and his wiry, like damp gray hair is kind of poking out from underneath it. And he's like, why am I wet? Oh.
Igor says from behind him, very slowly untying, but it's basically untied. He's just kind of making movements like this. You now indebted to us.
No, you didn't hear that. That was to Howl.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was to Howl. Okay.
Yeah.
Igor might say that anyway.
I don't know if he'd draw that conclusion.
I don't know
but...
if he'd be smart enough for that. Yeah,
Okay.
he'd be slow untying it though, just like
His
it's already
eyes,
completely untied.
his eyes are a bit unfocused. He's worse for wear. He's still got bruises on his face.
Oh, good, you've
you
got
know,
him untied. Tragedy.
Yes, thank you. Whew. What? Well, who? Wait. How?
Hey.
Oh. Oh, okay. Hi. Thank you for saving me.
Why
Not
is your
like-
voice
I want to
weird?
insight check him.
saying it that way?
I want to see why he's talking like that.
mister.
Sorry. I don't know anything about anything.
19.
That's what
What are you
Monster says to
inciting?
me.
Yes.
He is really uncomfortable. Seemed like he went from being happy to be free to being really scared. And he's staring at Howl. And he's his hands are kind of shaking a little bit.
I'm gonna like nod my head to Wendell, like tie him back up, kind of motion. And I'm just gonna heft my super bloody, great axe, because I just lopped off somebody's head, which is probably like sitting on the floor next to him.
Yeah, there's still thick blood on the axe,
Yeah.
and it's getting watered down a bit in the rain as it's coming down on you. He's
What
like, I'll just
what
be
do you-
going now. You think?
Oh no, no, you're not going anywhere.
Why? Oh, but
Put a
thank-
hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
Why are you
what
so
is this?
nervous?
Yeah, what is this? You don't know anything about anything. Let me
Yes, we rescue
know
you, and
something.
immediately and you're like, oh, no.
See, I'm not.
It's a little suspicious. Makes me
I'm not
second
supposed
guess
to-
the rescuing here.
Yeah. Look, Bilby made me do it.
Made you do what?
Join his group. I didn't want to. But he's smarter than me, and I owed him. Everyone owes him, and it's just me. No, I was just getting supplies. I have a bird. I needed bird food
Why are you so nervous to see me?
because Bilby said you're our enemy, and we're supposed to kill you, or get you arrested, or to stay away from you for sure. Wait, I'm not really supposed to be telling you that, am I?
Well, I mean, if you don't, you're dead.
You do
so-
owe us now, technically, seeing as how we just saved your life.
Okay.
What you want me to do, monster?
Time up.
Igor kind of looks
He
towards
puts
window
his
like,
hands behind his
"Huh?"
back, like, okay.
Whoa. We
But
can't
you-
just walk through the streets with someone tied up. Where are we going to go?
I mean, we've got a room right there.
It's true.
We can just put him back in the room we found him in.
I'll tie him up now.
What was that, Harlan?
Why do we need to tie him up?
Because he knows Bilby's up to something, and Bilby is the one who's been orchestrating all of this against us.
Then
No good reason. Good heavens.
I
Here
mean,
we
he's
are,
got
minding
kind of
our
a
own
reason.
business, and Bilby apparently has it out for us.
no,
Because
as
we
long
took
as
us in.
He hasn't raised rose arms against us.
Well, people.
No, but we also can't let him go back to Bilby.
I don't see why not.
He does seem quite reticent to talk.
What is he going to say that Bilby doesn't already know?
I mean, what does Bilby not know?
And I look over at this man we rescued, when she says, "What does Bilby not know?" Hmm?
I don't know. Look, I told the other guys. I don't know what they're asking. The only stones I have are the ones that I collect. The cute little tiger's eye one. You've seen my collection, Hal. They're just rocks.
They are very cute.
So do I tie him up or do I leave him?
Leave him for now. I don't think he's dumb enough to run.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm too dumb to run.
Mm-hmm.
Get Lamont.
I say as
Ben.
I kind of like twirl my axe on my shoulder.
Yeah, his eyes are on you.
Would you like a
and the
meat
axe.
pie?
Oh, I am a bit parched, and they didn't give me much to eat.
Oh, terrible treatment. Awful, really. Here, give him a meat pie.
Which one do you give him?
I don't have anything personal against this fellow, so I don't give him
Not the freshest.
not
meat
the
pie.
freshest meat pie. Maybe the next freshest, maybe one that I might be slightly questioning, but
The cardamom.
yes, just give him the cardamom.
All right. He just scarfs it down. He's just like, blah, 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 blah.
Here you are.
I'm getting really mixed signals from you guys.
Because we haven't made a decision yet.
Thank you for the food.
You're welcome.
Don't kill me with the axe.
We'll see. Where's
Can I have a
Bilby?
glass of water?
It's raining. Drink some of that.
He just leans his head back.
Where's Bilby?
Oh,
What's his name? Otto?
That's a good
Yes.
question.
It's Otto.
Otto. Okay.
After you guys took the shadow, he's not really letting people know as much. I don't know either. I get messages to tell me what to do, who to watch. They don't trust me with much. I just
I can see
I
Yeah,
just
why.
watch
you
corners.
tweet like a bird, dude.
Harlan just kind of shrugs.
Who
Well-
else has Bilby coerced into working for him?
I don't really know completely. The ones I work with Slim, and you'll know these, Hal. I work with Slim, and then there's who's the new guy? Carl. Yeah, Carl, and Aaronith. Those are the three. Carl's new. Aaronith and Slim I knew from back in the day. They're smart. How you know that both you don't know who Carl is, but you know that Slim is a second story person. real tiny kind of thin guy that climbs second story, and the other one is just a pickpocket.
Mhm.
This is like a shakedown crew. Otto being the eyes.
Do I know anything about Otto's cap?
You remember now after he started talking about his tiger eye rock collection that the eye on his cap is just basically a embroidered tiger eye.
Okay.
It's just he couldn't afford the extra colors, so it's just a single color.
Yeah.
As you guys are thinking, Lamont, the steady rain has started to wake you from your unconsciousness. You're groggy. You're soaking wet. Your body is hurting, and you have 1 HP.
Oh, look who it is.
Hey,
Glad you
buddy.
finally join us.
You feeling okay? You look really rough. Do you want some help? Oh my god, why is he crying? What the fuck is happening?
I can do that if you'd like.
We should leave him here. He just wrong. Broken. Oh, that's awful.
Hal's gonna
I'm so glad I'm seeing
crouch
this.
down and put a hand on his shoulder. On.
You can't see the tears in the rain.
I'm just glad I'm here to witness it.
You okay?
Oh, I saw them. I got to see them. I had to see them for the first time. I don't know how. Oh God!
Excuse
It's
me,
not
Mr.
death because you didn't die.
Lamont, or Igor leans into Lamont. What did you say?
I saw my beautiful family.
I didn't know you had a family.
I didn't either, Igor. I thought maybe, but I didn't know. But I saw them, and I was working, and I was ignoring them, and then I saw some things that I'm going to still have to process, and I've got to go back there without getting murdered over and over and over again.
I mean, technically, you haven't been murdered yet.
Thank you, Hal.
I have to find a way to get back there without having to die to do it.
But you didn't die. Maybe you can just go to like super deep sleep, and that'll do it. Maybe we could take you to see like one of those hypnotist people's.
Could somebody help me out?
Yeah.
Somebody help me get up.
I got you.
How will help him up?
Igor too.
And then he like makes direct eye contact with Hal and like
Good,
want-
buddy.
telepathically be like, where are you from?
Here. I don't know anything past 10 years ago, so here.
What do you mean you don't know anything past 10 years ago? What does that mean?
I mean, I woke up in a back alley, beaten within an inch of my life, with absolutely no memories. I don't even know my name. The kids just
called
found me.
amnesia. You probably
Sure.
received a head wound.
That. The kids just called me Hal because of how wolfish I was. So that's my name.
So you don't know.
No,
You don't know for sure.
that's what I just said.
Can I insight check her to see if she's telling the truth?
Yes, you may.
And I have like a whole thing where if I get less than a 7, it counts as an 8. So whatever that is going to do for me. So here we go. Stand by. I can't see shit with these goggles on. There it is. Okay.
You sacrifice for your art.
do.
This is why my browser is constantly set to zoom in at 120% everything.
Okay. All right. So you have
Yeah.
a 15. Well, I mean, Hal, are you lying to him?
No, that's 100% the truth.
So you believe that she's telling you the truth? I mean, there's no facial tics, nothing that you recognize that would make you believe that she's lying.
You and I are gonna have lunch.
But it's nighttime.
Not right now. Later.
Oh,
Next
okay.
lunchtime.
Like after all this.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
late afternoon.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's just, it is dark out because of the
The
weather.
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just ask a couple of questions. So the one that didn't kill me, supposedly, according to you, she got away?
You were the one chasing her. I don't know. My guess is yes.
All right. All right. So, and then she had a thing. Do we have the nimble right?
It's in the bag.
Is it time to sell it? What's the timetable on that?
Did you
I mean,
see...
I think we should go after the stone first.
Yes. Did you see which direction she ran?
Why wouldn't we go get paid for the nimble right?
Because it's so
more important.
close.
Because the Myriad has the fucking stone of galore, and we don't want them to have it.
But is there money in them not having it?
Yes.
Because it's the key to a vault.
Potentially, maybe. We're not entirely certain. Potentially. Maybe.
Varna Sifa's vault, the one that you're like super obsessed with.
Excellent. Well, then we go.
Where?
You and I are going to get some answers. I don't know, wherever the hell you're telling me we're supposed to go. We're going to find the stone.
You
We'll
were
find
the
it.
last
You
one
were the
who
one who was
saw
chasing
her.
her.
Well, she's fast. That's all I got to tell you. She's fast. She cut the shit out of me. She poked holes in me, and I almost had her, and then I didn't.
Did you see which direction she went?
I remember, Frank, you have to remind me, I was thinking I saw a theater. I saw something before it happened.
Yes. As you went unconscious, you saw her entering the back door of a theater further along this particular alley.
You guys got to follow me.
Okay.
Sure.
Wait, hold
I was
on
like-
before we go anywhere.
Can I go?
Mm.
That
Probably better you stay with us.
Oh, I don't think that's better.
I take my axe and I like lean it on his shoulder, kind of
Are
thing.
you sure you don't want to stay with us?
Here's the thing, Otto. I learn that you've told Bilby anything about us, anywhere we're going, I will hunt you down and pull you apart bone by bone. It will be extremely painful. Do you understand?
That was really descriptive.
She's very creative. in
I've done it
certain
before.
regards.
I've
No,
got
why
practice.
don't I just go sit in this house over here out of the rain and take a nap for a little while?
Mm.
That meat pie was really filling. I think I could I might just fall asleep and forget to go check in for days.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea,
Yeah.
Otto.
Okay.
Yeah. And I
But he gets-
pull I thought I had I don't have it written down. Did we get gems from the crypt
I
with
believe-
shit, I'm so bad with names.
when you found your sword,
Yeah.
I believe there were some.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out like one of those, like a small one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give it to him for
It's
your
like a-
collection.
It's a good sized little ruby, probably like the end of your pinky finger kind of thing, but it's
Yeah.
sparkles. And he's like, ooh, oh, okay. Thank you, Hal. You're always nice.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I'll be back for it if Bilby hears anything about us.
Oh, and it's blood red too.
Mm-hmm.
I see the point.
Yep.
Okay.
You can
Bye.
keep it as long as you keep your mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna let him go.
He runs inside the building.
All right,
Now-
Lamont, lead the way.
Now, we got 2 names last week, and I wrote them really terribly down. So if I could get some clarification, I have an Agorn
Fuoko.
Fuoko. That's not
Actually,
what I
if
had
you
written
scroll
down.
up in chat just a little bit.
Oh, is it
they're
in
both
chat?
Still there.
Oh,
yes.
thank you. That's incredibly helpful.
Agorn Fuoko and a math Sursant.
Beautiful. Excellent. That's all one. In case we have to play it cool.
Yeah, and didn't we also learn that Nezrin's dad is the High Tinkerer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, is one of the high. Like you found out that there's 3 high tinkers.
And Bilby's another one now.
Bilby's the new one they've just added. Nezrin's husband, Orin. I mean, not necessarily Nezrin's father, Orin, and Nezrin's mom are the 3 high tinkers, and they report to someone who is you guess Prime 13.
Right. Okay. Cool.
You also learned that Prime 3 is involved and is
With
associated somewhat with the Myriad. And I don't believe anything with Prime 11 was mentioned. So those are the only ones you guys really know of right now.
Cool. All right. Let's go.
Let's go to this theater.
Okay. You head down the alley in the direction that Lamont pointed you to. The alley is well used at this end. It seems like a lot of the materials that are pulled in and out of the theater come through this particular door. Emblazoned on the back of this door is the word Brizenbright. Brizzen, Bright. And there's a star underneath it.
Name.
This is where I saw her run.
Brizenbright. I heard of Brizenbright before.
Matter of fact, well, you can give me a history check. It's not a very hard one. Let's see.
Well, I hope it's not a very hard one. No, it's not.
Okay.
An 8.
You're familiar with the name Brizenbright because it was at one point part of the pageantry of the nobility. Prior to the Chroma Conclave, Brizenbright was a well-known theater with productions of the most popular plays of the time. But it's been decades since you've had any association. You don't really know much more. You don't know if the old man Brizenbright is still alive. You don't know if it's open or being used. So, not much more than that.
Okay.
A little bit better roll. Could have got some more, but an 8. Yeah.
I did not roll well.
You know the name.
Like, 6. Okay.
And you find yourselves at the back door of the building. Your passive perceptions allow you to hear that there is something going on inside. We have a wild Tesla attacking right now.
Yep. I have chicken soup on the desk and she...
So inside you hear the sounds of what might be a performance. It looks like the matinee performance of the day is still going on. And this looks to be a stage door. It is slightly ajar. It seems that something was stalking the corner and was keeping the door from closing. Lamont, this is the door you saw your quarry enter probably 5 minutes before.
Need to catch up with her. I want her to get far, but I can't. I'm hurting. I can't go in. Not yet. Maybe I could follow Harlan or something. But y'all are out in front. I can barely stand.
Well, it's raining right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is raining.
If we go and open the door, do we see what footprints heading in a direction?
There are a lot of footprints outside this back door. And there's dirt tracked inside. It's very easy to see.
Too many people have been through here recently.
As you open the door and look inside a little bit better, and the dim light kind of goes in, you see that it is well lit inside, and there are people moving about. It's very active right now, and you seem to be behind the stage.
You may have cut through.
Don't want you getting away. We'll tend to be busy. Blend in, perhaps.
Yes, I will blend in.
Let's go to the other side. I don't know.
I will attempt to stealth in there.
What is your role?
Apparently, pretty good.
Seeing your goblinoid brothers earlier, just moments ago, and having to put them down to protect yourself has heightened your awareness of the severity of being caught. You are silent as a ghost. Do you enter?
Oh yeah.
You step inside, and the moment you do, a man comes, like, you step inside the building, and the moment you do, a guy comes right out the door, looks to his right, and is like, "Oh, hey," and then just walks down the hall. And then two more come out, and they look to be going somewhere.
Let's just blend in, blend in.
Yeah, I guess I'll just follow them.
Inside the back hall, it's well lit and well used. You can see what looks to be years and years of wear in the solid wood flooring. That the color that they painted on occasion has worn down, and the layers of paint look like the side of a river valley or a canyon now. Doors are opening and closing. People are running back and forth in differing states of dress and in differing costumes, talking back and forth to each other. It is a beehive of activity. The ceilings are low here, and there seems to be many, many doors along the left-hand side.
So I know
enter.
there was a lot of foot traffic and a lot of muddy prints and stuff, but I'm pretty sure she's probably the only person in this building who's been stabbed recently. So I'd like to see if I can see any blood as we walk down here.
Okay,
See if
give
any
me an
smudges on the wall
investigation,
or anything.
perception, or survival. Which one? I mean, which one do you want to use? Pick your poison.
I'll go with survival. It's the same as my perception, but
Okay.
it sounds intriguing. And I'm going to guidance myself.
All right, pat yourself on the back.
It's really good. Okay. +3 plus 1. 23.
With a 23, you notice along the right-hand side of the wall, which would be left if you're facing the way
Okay.
the map is oriented now, there is the shadow of a bloody handprint that seems fresh,
Okay.
and it's moving towards the end of the hall.
I'll point that out and keep walking. That means we don't have to most likely check all these doors, as long as I can still maybe see, a hint of blood.
Okay. You notice a few of them. She seems to have bumped it several times, and it seems that she was heading towards the end of the hall.
Okay.
At the end of the hall, Harlan, you'll notice in this area, it's a bit of a larger room. You step inside, and that room is when you step inside, there's no one in there right now, but you see a trio of mismatched couches and a stained beige rug in the center of the room. The walls are covered with light green paint, and there's posters of different plays, you think, from differing ages. The newest one on the wall actually reads Blood Wedding.
Whoa.
And has a picture of a very distinguished looking man. He looks like a noble of some kind. And there's a very distraught woman with a hand on her forehead looking like she's crying. And then there's the form of a looks like a younger man, somewhat related to the noble, who is bleeding out on the floor.
I point at the noble. Look, it's Wendell.
It does bear a striking resemblance.
I should sue them for using my imagery without permission. I will refrain.
Oh, Wendell.
Is there anyone here that is familiar with theater?
I was going to go to the theater on my
Also
date.
doesn't let me see things.
No.
Okay.
Get
And
out,
you have
behave
no idea
yourself.
what sort of room this is. But from this room, there are two doors. One to the left and one to the right of the center
I've only
column.
been a patron of the theater. I've never participated. Good heavens. I really don't do such things. They enjoy the fruits of such labors. Do I see blood by either door? And I'll wave them down to come down the hall too.
You see a bit on the right-hand door.
I think she went this way.
All right. Do you open that door?
I'll wait for the group to catch up, make sure everyone's following.
And then you'll enter that door?
Yes, I'll take a look. Open it.
Are we going with the left or the right?
I saw blood on the right door.
Okay.
Okay. For some reason, it's... Oh, wow. Okay, I've got too much. Hold on. Stupid dynamic lighting. Delete it. Okay. This seems to be a small offstage area. It's painted black. Floor, ceiling, walls. There's a table which is also painted black, but different shades so it stands out slightly in the weird lighting. There are daggers and swords and lanterns and other what look to be props.
Good heavens.
Well, I lift out one of the flimsy swords. I'm like, watch out, Wendell, I'm going to stab you.
Do you hit him with it?
Yeah, I'll just kind of like tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's just a wooden prop. It stings. Oh no, you would doubt it.
That's the end of you.
I believe he threatened me.
As you enter this offstage prop storage room, you can hear the play going on
Must be close.
inside. The lead actress is questioning someone, and she's like, why would anyone kill him on our wedding day? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my. And she's just distraught.
Typical woman.
Is there an interrogation going on?
No, Eagle, it's theatrics, it's make-believe, it's pretend.
Why would you pretend to argue?
Because some people find it fun and enjoyable to watch based on the overall plot and overarching setting of the story.
That's an awful lot of big words, Master. I
Yes.
only got a few.
Just it's not real.
Okay.
Yes. The premise of the plot of the show.
From this side prop room, there are two doors. One door, it's very loud, and you can sort of tell that, not really loud, I'm saying not loud, but you can hear the voices from the performance easily. It seems that this exits onto the stage. The door at the other end of the room seems to exit into a different area. You imagine it may be the auditorium.
That way.
Perhaps she thought she could hide amongst the attendees at the play.
Harlan nods.
I'm gonna reach into my boot
I doubt she went on stage.
and pull out my wand of secrets,
Okay.
Oh.
and I'm gonna expend a spell charge.
Okay. Remind me what your wand of secrets does.
Hold on. Items.
Passage within 30 feet.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on.
Once the room is secure, I want Lamont to just like sit in a chair and maybe like
The couches are very comfortable. You could lay out completely on one.
yeah, I just like totally
In
stretch out.
chat.
Okay.
Never stand when you can sit, and never sit when you can lay down.
You expend a charge of the wand, and nothing happens. It is still in your hand.
Well, there aren't any secret doors here, so
Excellent. Or traps.
I put it back in my boot.
That door, I suppose.
I doubt she ran up on stage, and if it sounds like that's where it's really loud, that's probably the stage, so we probably don't want to go out on there. I guess we'll open the other door.
Okay.
Attempt
You can open
to-
both doors if you wish.
Let's open the other door first, I think.
Okay. Opening this door. And as you open the door, you see it does indeed open into the auditorium. It's a matinee but busy crowd. There are several people in seats. They are not paying attention to you.
I didn't see them, so I'll get out of the doorway and I'll just be like, Harlan, do you see the assailant? And I'll cast guidance on him.
Okay.
In the crowd. I'll just get out of the way.
If I got a good look at her in the first place.
Well, you can give me a series of rolls here. First, I want just a straight intellect check to see if you remember what that person who climbed up the wall. You did get a good look at them when you came around the alley the first time. So give me a straight intelligence check to see if you remember.
Roll a 15.
Okay, you roll a 15 using your divine inspiration, your
Divination.
divination, yes.
Which is divine.
You do remember the person. She was roguish, kind of almost suave in a way, had a rapier. So then you look out. Give me a perception. Let's see if you can perceive through the dim lighting of the crowd.
There's quite a few people here. You
look in in the dim light like this. It's difficult to really see a face. Imagine if anyone has been a performer, you know, when you stand on stage, sometimes when you look out, the faces just all blend. They just become a whitewash of all the people just looking exactly the same. Just no features, nothing really to speak of, and that's what you see.
Oh god, I think Harlan's gotten stage fright. Hal, you take a look, and I'll pat her on the back and give her guidance too, and kind of push her forward to look.
I will take a look, I guess.
Yeah.
You want laying down,
So,
Lamont.
is this a perception check? Is that what I'm doing?
Yes, Lamont? While you're rolling out. Go ahead, Al.
Finish the thing.
Okay.
Not bad.
You can add a D4 to it too.
Oh, sweet.
So
Okay.
guidance too. I help. Wendell can be useful.
So it's a 17 plus my perception, so 20 plus 2, so 22.
22. Okay. So as you pass in front of Harlan and stick your head out looking,
Yeah, I'm like right there.
you notice Vivette right there. And as Vivette is
Wait.
handing a package to the people in front of her, she looks at you and just stops.
Okay, where is she? Can you ping her on the map?
Right there.
Wait, I'm not seeing anything.
I didn't see a
Where-
ping either. You might be on the wrong
I'm sorry. I am on the wrong map layer to ping. There you go. I've been pinging that spot
her?
for a little while. Yep, that's Vivette.
How far away is she? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
She's 30 feet away in this very crowded public auditorium in the middle of a play in the afternoon of a month.
axe and go kill her.
I'm just to start making my way through the crowd to her.
Okay, so you start. Okay, you're gonna have to go up in front of everyone who's watching the performance during the middle, and then walk up but as you start moving towards her, she starts heading the opposite direction.
Does she
still
pass
have the
the package?
Give me another perception check.
Oh God. Okay. Do I still have that guidance? No, it's only once, right?
Only once.
Just once.
Yeah. Okay. 18.
Oh, that's really good.
You can't be sure.
Fuck.
Okay, there's multiples of us.
Okay, so I'm assuming everybody sees me going towards her, right? Or Harlan, at least. Right, Harlan, you see this? You're right next to me.
I was wondering, can
Yes?
I attempt to cast a spell?
Of course you may. What would you like to cast?
I see her start to run off, right?
Yes, you see someone stand up. You see Hal point
Yeah.
and start moving that direction, and you see someone stand up in the middle of the play and start like walking over people trying to get out.
Yeah, and I'm making my way towards her, so however close I am now.
I'm going to attempt to do this then.
All right.
Oh.
Time prison. Nice. 60 feet. That's good.
Very
Someone you could see. A small straight piece of iron. I'm sure you have that. Choose a human that you can see within range to see the wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. Okay. So she's going to have to roll a wisdom save.
What is my saving? 13.
Your save is 13. Okay. I'm double checking the wisdom stats for her. Okay. All right. That's just a fail. And she just stops.
And if I see Howl moving, I'll move in too to be the charm. Like, excuse me, pardon me, coming in late, and I'll
Okay, so as Hal starts moving towards the road, the steps that move up, a person standing in the way, their hand out, like, excuse me, do you have tickets? I don't know who you are.
illusory script. Yes, we do have tickets. Terribly sorry for coming in late.
And what is, okay, you can't just say illusory script.
I cast illusory script, and I make
I
it
cast
look
the
like...
perfect answer to this
well,
question.
you see, I had bought tickets for my date, so I do know what tickets look like.
Okay, you know what tickets look like for the place that you were going to go.
Yes, is this not the place I would have gone? It being in Abdar's Promenade?
Probably not, because this particular theater has fallen on hard times. It
Oh.
would not have been the first suggestion for you.
Well, then never mind. I thought this was I thought this was a decent establishment.
It had been at one time, but
Oh.
in that reference, no, you would not have the tickets to this particular location.
Where is this? Is this person blocking Howl or just?
It's at the foot of the steps, in the direction of which you need to go to get to Vivette.
I pull out a platinum, put it in her, like, against their hand. Yeah, official business. Excuse me.
It's all well and good, but you can't disturb the play. It's
Yeah,
we're almost over. It's
Just trying to get somewhere. Let me get there, and then I'll shut up.
Oh.
Otherwise, I can make a bigger ruckus.
I'll illusory
I
script
can also call the guard.
Go for
the
it.
guards because we've been flashed guard badges.
Okay.
So that's what I'll illusory script.
Okay. What does it say?
It basically is a copy of. Let me get his name. But it has a fake name on there. Gotta go back. Gosh, this was so many episodes ago. Right after the airship crashed. That punk.
Whatever your quarrel is, finish it quickly.
Yeah.
Just like,
Sorry. I'm looking
holding
for
the
his
spell.
name.
You're right there.
While they're figuring that, Lamont, you were doing something in the couch in the back room. What are you doing right now while they think?
I think he's like laying there moaning and thinking, and then as they see her and begin to leave the room, he like hauls himself up on the couch and like, all right, hold on. I'm the only one who knows what she looks like, I think.
Okay, you're
so.
starting to get up, and a woman dressed rather provocatively, and in a period piece that you don't recognize, doesn't look like it's from any person would wear today. Very attractive. Sits down and she goes, "Oh, hi. Are you in the performance today?"
Yep. Well, I'm running tech today.
Oh, you're running tech.
That's why I'm in black.
Oh, well, everyone needs their stage hands. It's wonderful. I'm Cecile. She holds out her hand.
Good evening, Cecile. I am Lamont Quinlan.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you. I mean, all great. It's my first time performing, and I'm in the green room. It's so great. I can't wait. You're the first person I've met in the green room. I just can't wait.
How exciting for you. Your career is exploding now that you've met me. It's what a great day this is.
Oh, I agree. It's such a wonderful day. You know my part. I'm going to be killed by the Count Strahd. It's wonderful.
Really?
Yes.
That's fun. I've been killed twice in the last 3 days. So
Really? Oh,
yeah.
So do you perform as well?
Oh yeah, you know it. All the time.
I mean, with all the blood on your shirt, that stage blood, I thought you were in the performance already today.
Sure. Well, we're all in the performance figuratively, you know what I mean? Cecile. Cecile. Sorry, I've had a few Chardonnays. Yeah, there's nothing to dying really. You just do it, you know? So you'll be fine.
Right. That's what I thought. Oh, you're a method actor. I love it.
Mm-hmm. That's me. When do you go on?
Oh, right after the intermission. It should be coming up almost any moment now.
That's fun. I don't know how much time I have left, Serena. Cecile.
Yes, I know you must meet so many people in this job.
I do, and I'm also. This is not stage blood.
Oh, is it a different concoction? I mean, I know that everyone has their own versions, but that's wonderful.
No, I was stabbed repeatedly about an hour and a half ago in the alleyway behind the stage.
If you were stabbed moments ago, then you'd be dead. You're not even bleeding.
I would, wouldn't I?
Right.
That's what's so funny about this, Cecilia. Is I'm not dead.
No, you're definitely not.
Nope. You're looking good, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's fun.
It's the costuming department here. They're wonderful.
You cold?
Just a little. Yes.
All right. So this Strahd guy, he's like the bad guy in the play?
He's a count. Are you not familiar with this particular play?
No,
Blood
they
Wedding?
don't let in the theater without money. No.
Oh.
No, I mean I work here. No, go ahead. Strahd. You're telling me about Strahd. He's a bad guy?
Yeah, well, not really. He's just he brings a young woman to his castle, hoping to marry her. But she falls in love with his younger brother. You know how that is. He's a man of faith, given his life to God. So everyone is unattainable. It's a big downer for the whole thing. But then they fall in love, and her betrayal of him causes him to become jealous. He ends up murdering his brother on his wedding day and pursues the woman, who then throws herself off a balcony into a ravine below, and that causes him to be cursed, and he becomes some blood-sucking monster. You know, it's all fantasy.
Nice. That sounds like
a wonderful story.
Well, hey, congratulations on your career and all the exciting things that are happening to you right now. It just sounds like everything is just blowing up all around you, you know?
Yes.
Congratulations. I'm working on a story myself. Give you the quickie pitch here. It's about a
techno scientist who ignored his wife and family to focus on a risky project to cross the veil between worlds, and then was nearly murdered and woke up in a blue pyramid, homeless and destitute and half insane, and now roams the streets wondering about his past existence, and then he dies.
Wow, if you flesh out those characters, that could be a really compelling story.
Think so?
I do.
You know, positive early feedback is important.
I think so as well. That's why I'm enjoying talking to you today. I can't wait to perform, and I can't wait to see what you do when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys continue to chit chat back and forth a little bit, we'll go back to everyone outside. So, what was the name on the badge that you're showing on the writ?
I'm modifying Barnabas Blastwinds, his City Watch investigator, like private investigator, because he wasn't in City Watch garb. That's why I needed to get him. And I'm gonna put Smarnabus Glassbend. It's close enough that he can be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that guy. Not close enough to be impersonation.
And it says that it shows that you are. It's a writ showing that you're an undercover investigator.
Yes.
Okay, so you hold it out, and he takes it. He looks at it.
And I'm like, and what's your name? Investigation.
Carter.
And I'll write it in his book.
Looking at it like this. This is highly unusual for what we're doing.
I
It's
know,
the
and I'm
middle of a
terribly
play.
sorry about the intrusion, but we're going to be very quiet.
I mean, the intermission's coming up at any moment now, and he hands you back the writ, and at the same time the lights just go up, and everyone stands and starts clapping.
Yeah, and that should have been enough distraction for Hal to keep going past as I
would say so.
To him, so Hal hopefully is caught up before that happened, and.
Okay, so
he doesn't call the guard on us.
Because of Harlan's spell, Vivette is stuck where they're at.
Uh-huh.
Everyone else is standing. And they're starting to go to the exits because it's intermission. Time to get some drinks and whatnot.
Did I see when Hal pointed, did I see who she pointed to as well?
Give me a perception roll to see if you noticed. She pointed in the direction. There's a lot of people over there.
It's a 16.
A 16. You saw the general area, but there's 4, 5, 6 people.
I'll just keep an eye on those 4, 5, 6 people then.
Okay.
In that vicinity.
Well, they're all heading towards the exits at this point.
Okay. At intermission, yeah. I'll just play it cool. Keep my eyes on them. See if any of them look nervous.
Okay.
Because like if the package handoff didn't go right or whatever.
Okay. So. What is everyone else doing now? Hal, what are you doing? You headed past the stage manager.
Mm-hmm. I'm a good distraction.
And went straight over to Vivette?
Yes.
Okay. You could see that she's vibrating, but like wants to try and move, but can't quite.
I'm going to, super quick, I'm just going to pat her down and search her and see if she has it on her.
Investigation, please.
Oh, God. Okay.
If I could come up to Hal at that point, we'll keep my eyes. I'll give her guidance.
If you need assistance, Igor's looking to you, Wendell.
Oh, okay, so that's a 4 on that, but -1, so an 18?
An 18, okay. And what exactly are you looking for?
Whatever package she handed off.
Or a rock.
Okay. There are several packets and things that she has in her possession in different pockets.
Sweet. I'm gonna take them all super quick and shove them into Wendell's bag.
Cool.
Okay.
We're like, we don't care what you're carrying, we're taking all of it.
Do I see the person that she was talking to? That she was handing that off to?
Everyone is heading towards the front to walk and talk and whatnot. The entire place is clearing out.
Okay, then I want to start pulling her back towards over here.
I'll go to the front. While she drags her away, we'll split off and go to the front reception area to like quickly walk and see if anybody is leaving the building.
Okay.
Or
So
if they're
you
just getting
speed-
concessions.
You speed walk up there.
Yeah.
All right.
Going to be very mad here in a few moments.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
if the package handoff was successful, they'd probably be trying to leave, seeing as how we intercepted the other people.
So I need a perception.
Oh, no. Okay.
You walk in and then you start scanning, looking for the people that
For
you're
those
looking
people,
for.
seeing if any of those have left or leaving. That's not bad. Okay. 21.
A 21.
Yes.
Wow. That was really good because they rolled a 20 and an 18
Oh!
to kind of sneak out. You notice two people
Mm-hmm.
kind of like slinking out through a door, kind of keeping an eye on things, and they just sneak out right out the door.
Oops. Yeah.
They look like they were some of the ones that were sitting.
I will
In the
ping a
area you were
message
following.
to Igor. I'll kind of like glance behind.
Yes,
Telepath
master.
Igor. I'm like, tell Hal I found those she was walking with. They're leaving the theater, tailing them now.
Igor lean into Hal and be like, over her shoulder, Wendell found and is tailing the person.
Okay, so we're going to pause window for a second. Harlan, Igor, Hal, you guys are back there. And now you pulled Vivette where?
Into this room here.
Okay. Now, Harlan, for her to move Vivette, you would have to release the spell. Hal, for you to move her like that, you're going to have to force her to come.
While
Pick me,
she's
pick
being
me,
held,
pick
can
me.
I like knock her unconscious?
Like
want to-
blow to the back of the neck.
Strike her in full view of staff and crew inside this
Ah.
auditorium.
I mean, everybody's busy, right? They're all talking to the actors.
You believe so?
I'll just drag her. What am I rolling? Athletics.
Okay. So are you're going to roll her in her time prison form?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's possible. So you just grab her and pull her. So it's like pulling a statue. Just
Yeah.
give me an athletics.
Okay. I'm good
It's
at
a simple-
athletics.
It's a simple roll.
Oh God, I'm not good at athletics. That's a 12.
A 12?
No.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Her feet kind of get caught up on some of the benches that are there for people to sit in, and you figure they probably hurt her quite a bit dragging.
That's what you get for stabbing my best friend, bitch.
But you drag her
Okay.
back there. You could take her into the green room or just around the corner.
Into the room so we can close it.
Okay. Oh, into the prop room.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That room we came out of.
All right. So you head into the prop room. Harlan, you're still concentrating on the spell. It's about to drop at this point.
Come in and close the door.
Igor
Does everyone
go
head
in.
into the door? Into the room?
Igor does, yeah.
Okay, Igor, Harlan.
At this point, where is Wendell at the?
You saw Wendell head quickly up the stairs into what you might imagine would be the lobby in the front of the building.
Should one of us go after Wendell?
Probably.
My spell's about up. She's about to get very slippery, and I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, Igor and I got her.
Okay,
And Lamont.
you head up.
I'm sure Lamont's
You
still pissed.
Harlan, you heard that Igor said that she was following the people because he said it out loud to Hal. So you heard that. Lamont, you're still chatting about your great your great manuscript that sounds oddly like your life with Cecile, and you start hearing a commotion in the prop room outside the door.
Cecile, would you excuse us? Would you help me up? We need. Sounds like something's going on, and
Oh, of course.
I need to stretch my legs for just a second. But you're gonna have to help me get up off the couch here.
I'm sure. And she gives you a hand and helps you up.
Mm.
Ooh,
Thank you.
relax.
Thank you.
You're strong.
Meatier than I thought you were. Ooh, that muscles, all that tech work must be a lot of lifting and moving.
You're pretty like my mom.
Oh,
You know.
I hope your
Strong
walk goes well.
features. All right. So I'm gonna walk that way then. Here I go.
All right.
Hmm.
So you step into the room at about the moment that Vivette's paralyzation from Harlan's spell drops. She has no weapons in her hands. Harl, what are you doing? You know this is going to happen.
Yeah, so I want to restrain her as quick as possible.
Okay, so you're just going to try and physically restrain her. Okay. All right. That would be an athletics.
Tell us where the stone
I'll give you
is.
advantage because she is not prepared for this because she can't. She's just trying to move now.
Mhm.
Cool.
I hang back.
We're with 3.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
You didn't intercept the stone.
Plus 6, so 23.
Okay. Oh, she's really good at athletics. A 20 will not be enough.
Sweet.
So how do you restrain her?
I'm gonna kind of like choke hold her.
Okay. So you
And
do
I want
not
to
restrain her arms.
no, like I'm like under her arm, like across her throat, kind of thing. Does that make sense?
If you need help, there is an eagle.
Yeah, like
So you're
her-
doing like a full Nelson. You got both arms locked up and you got her behind the head.
yeah,
Okay.
like a
All right.
Can I get up in her face?
You see this happening.
Yeah.
And then you see
Can I-
the woman who stabbed you, and she recognizes you immediately.
Yeah. I don't like limp up to her and get in her face.
How are
But-
you still alive?
I should thank
Can-
you.
Can Igor in the background be like,
Yes. She doesn't know.
He put his fingers in me. Saved my life. Well, let me tell you something.
Right.
I ought to run you through right now, but I have to thank you because I've seen so many things thanks to you. My friend here, on the other hand, she gets mad sometimes. You're going to tell us everything we want to know. Do you understand?
She spits in your face.
Decker, Igor.
all right, and walks up to her. Boom.
Okay. She's restrained, but she still has armor class and whatnot. So I'll give you advantage to hit her.
All right, 1 second. Let me see if I have. Let me see if I have any mods. So it would be a strength roll or
That you're just punching her, so it would be it's you're not, you don't get proficiency, so it's plus your strength.
plus strength. Ooh, 14 to hit.
Okay,
At
roll another
advantage?
d20 because you had advantage.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. Oh, Igor.
14 to hit. Even with advantage, unfortunately, that's not enough to get a strike. She moves just as the blow's coming,
Stop
and
wiggling.
it ends up just kind of like grazing Hal's arms that's holding her in place.
Hold her still, ow. She's wiggling.
All right, she's going to attempt to get out of the hold. She's going to make an athletics roll. Okay. I'll need you to contest that, Hal.
Okay. 12.
Oh, no.
She had, while she was talking and seeing Lamont, she kind of relaxed a bit in the hold. And so you had your fingers locked, you felt good, you had it. And then as Igor punched your arm, it kind of pulled your fingers apart and she just dropped straight out of your hold. And we're going to need initiative now.
Shit.
And you're standing right in front of her, Lamont.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With 1 hit point. Actually, you know what? You were sitting long enough. I'll give you an opportunity for a short rest, which means you can roll your hit die.
Okay.
4 of them. 4d8.
You have 4. So you would
You
during
might
since you've
want
done
to
so
roll all of them.
yeah, since you were sleeping, I'm going to give you that you were napping on the couch and chatting with the debutante. I will give you a little bit of a health. increase. Now that you actually have your proper health, since you haven't had that for the last
And that'll
6
be
hours.
plus your con mod on each of those too.
Oh, all right.
All right, yeah.
Cool.
So your con mod is 2.
Yes.
Okay, so you add
26.
18 to that. You add 26 health to your total.
Oh wow. I
All right, so
added to the total. Oh, cool.
From
Well,
one.
You have 29 now because
Yeah.
you
Cool.
had 1.
Far out.
All right.
Thank you.
So her initiative is, oh wow, okay. So she's going last. Hal, you have an 11.
Mm-hmm.
Igor has a 17. Wendell, you're out front. Harlan's out front. Okay. And Lamont, what is your initiative?
Oh, stuff.
A 7. Okay. So we have Hal.
Uh-oh.
We have Igor, and we have Lamont. Okay, so she drops, pulls out the rapier and a dagger. You guys did not disarm her when you had the opportunity, and she's on her knees on the ground. She's not prone, but she is below you.
Now,
How?
you can't live on this chandelier forever.
She just got
You have to
loose. What do you
go
do?
Out and explore the world and sit on people's shoulders. You know you have to do this. Come here.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't.
She's
Come
like
here. You
below
come
me,
here.
down, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to whack her on the back of the head and knock her unconscious with the pommel of my great axe.
Okay, you're going to try and whack her on the back of her head with the pommel of your great axe.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Non-lethal.
Okay. And I don't have advantage, right? She's not technically prone.
She is not prone. She is guarded and in basically ready to fight.
18 to hit.
That will connect. She is watching everyone and is not ready for you to quickly grab your axe and hit her over the back of the head.
Sweet.
How much damage is that?
Plus. Do I add?
Strength +1.
Why is it not automatically adding that? Oh, duh, because I'm rolling in. It's been a long day, guys. Okay,
It's okay.
that's a 16.
Okay, 16 damage.
Yes.
Dang.
Okay. Wow, that's a good roll. All right, so you solidly clock her, and she kind of wobbles for a second.
I'm gonna accent short. Okay, have we had a short rest?
Lamont got a short rest because what he was doing. Everyone else has been actively in search of this person.
Okay,
So you have not.
then I can't act in church. That's
No.
it.
Okay. Igor, you just saw Lamont pop this woman on the back of the head with the blunt end of her sword, of her axe.
Oh, if she doesn't fall to the ground, then Igor, he's gonna have to dive and tackle her. So
Okay.
he's
so you
gonna
dive and
leap
tackle.
right for arms out to bear hug and slam her to the ground.
Okay, athletics.
All right,
Do
let me
you
get my
rage?
mods here. Let me see. Athletics. Nah, Igor wouldn't be raging at this point. Ooh, that's an 18 plus a 6.
Okay.
So 24.
All right.
He's attempting to knock her to the floor and smother her, in a sense, grappling
Okay,
her.
so you said you rolled a 20. Yours is a 24.
Yeah.
All right. She rolled a 16, but has an 8 in acrobatics, so she's able to squirm out of the way,
What?
and it's a stalemate.
Ooh,
So you
she
do
makes
not
me
have hold
mad.
of her. She just sort of, you hit her and she kind of squirrels out of the way. And so now you're on like you're on your hands and knees, not prone, but like in combat stance. And she's
They
just
both got a
backing off.
24?
They both rolled a 24.
Roll off?
I was just going to call it a stalemate,
Okay.
but we can do a roll out if you'd
Igor's-
like.
It's fine with me, but Igor's just going to look at her and go, how did you do that?
All right. Let's roll 1d20. Highest roll wins. How about that? I'll do
It's
that.
fine with me if you want to. 7.
10.
There you go.
So she snakes out of the way real quick.
You're
She's still a little
you're a
groggy
slippery
from the
one.
hit, but she moves. Lamont, you're sitting there. You were talking smack. She spit in your face and then just dumped out of the way and is on the ground. It's Hal's hit her. Igor's bounced off her. And now you're standing there.
Well, back when I had 1 hit point, I had one plan, but circumstances are a little different. Feels a lot better after his time on the couch. Okay, so I want to draw and attack her twice.
Okay. Main hand, off hand?
I'm just going to, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna slice
Go
her
ahead
up.
and make your attack.
How dare she? Even though I want her alive, but got to do what you got to do.
Okay. She parries your short sword.
How dare you? Ugh.
And then with your offhand, she slaps that away and just sort of grins.
Uh-oh.
See, I've stabbed you before. I want something new. And she turns and looks at Hal and makes 2 attacks with a rapier.
Feeling this music right now.
She's dead now.
Right. The first attack is rapier gets +6, 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is 8 points of damage with the rapier. She strikes once. The second attack is a 17.
That's my armor class, so yeah.
All right, so she hits you again, just barely that time, only doing 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then she strikes out with her dagger and misses as it catches, it gets caught, slices off of your armor. And then she kind of smiles, takes a disengage action as a bonus action, and runs for 30 feet into the hallway.
The hell?
So back at the top, Hal.
30 feet right after her.
Okay, you're right on top of her.
I'm gonna swing my axe.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That strikes her.
Sweet.
You catch her in the back as she's trying to run.
Hey, hi, D12. Do me good. Well, that's okay. 14.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
What did
this
you
is-
roll?
9.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
Lord. I'm going to have to take that axe away from you.
No, it's mine.
It was okay giving it to you when you didn't hit anything, but now you're killing everything. My God.
I have an affinity with it, you know?
She is definitely bloody. She looks hurt now. That last strike really caught her off guard.
Cool. And then I'm gonna bonus action second wind because I'm hurting.
Okay. Igor.
It's a D10 plus fighter.
You just saw the woman strike Hal 3 times and then run out the room before you could do anything.
She's
That's not
crafty. Igor is going to then run out of the room and after her. And at this point, I think he'd probably rage, be
Okay.
angry at the fact she's getting away. She dodged his roll. So he's going to rage and then run after her. And is there enough movement to get to her without it having to be a dash action?
Well, this is something I've been meaning to try, but part of this is there's chase complications that are involved in this sort of thing as she runs away. And since you're in a hallway in a play that has just sort of let out to a certain extent, it just so happens a group of actors are coming out of some of the rooms as you try and run through. I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check to see if you can force your way through.
Oh man, in your raging
Okay, let me
advantage,
see.
those poor actors are just gonna get bowled over.
Okay, it's going to be athletics then. I mean,
Yep, that's fine. Oh,
come on, Igor. Yes,
Okay,
there we
there you
go.
go.
That's a dirty, it's a 25. Yeah.
so you just plow through these poor,
Out of
these
the
poor
way.
actors. You see them just the like splitting and just flying into the walls as you run through, and you make it no problem. There's
And
no
better yet, though, it's a hunchback half-orc wearing a butler's uniform on a theater set.
yes.
So
So it is quite entertaining. So you make it in time. The hallway is only 5 feet wide, so if you're not going to be able to stand next to her when you catch up with her as she's moving, but you can kind of like you can
Oh, he's
barrel
gonna
into her.
He's going to barrel into her. He's going to
Okay,
launch
you want to
himself
tackle?
into her.
Okay.
Grappler.
Yeah.
All right.
What kind of roll do you want for that?
That's going to be athletics against her opposed to acrobatics.
Is that also with advantage?
Yes, because you're raging.
Yes, all
Oh,
right.
nice.
That's going to be a
What's
23.
the total?
23.
23.
Got a +6.
All right. She rolled a 19
Oh.
for a 27. So as you barrel through, you feel excited because like you've got it lined up and you dive at her, and she just jumps and you slide along the floor. Like she can hear you coming. Yeah. All right.
Does that drop my rage, or does that count as like an attack type?
Oh no. That counts as an attack. That you won't drop
Okay.
the rage. And plus you had
Okay.
one more round because you just raged anyway. So
Okay.
all right,
got it.
Lamont. Everyone has left the room except you.
Twirl his sword a little bit, and he's like, "Damn it!" And I'm gonna do the full 30 feet, and then
Okay.
he is attempting to hide and roll stealth. That's not a bonus action. That's an action, right?
At a certain point, you can use your bonus action to do that as a rogue, but I'm not. Do you have that now?
Can I like double move and get like past her and try to hide? And
It is a straight, smooth hallway.
Mhm.
There are doors on either side, but you're also in the aftermath of Igor's crowd that he pulled through. Now they're all over the ground. I need you to also roll an acrobatics or athletics to see if you make it through.
I
Okay,
could
yeah.
just to stab her. She seems pretty slippy.
all right, so I got to roll acrobatics just to get up to her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, this is to see if you can. Okay, that's fine. You are able to make your way through without losing any speed through
Yeah.
through the haphazardly arranged bodies littering the floor as they're trying to recover from Igor's barreling through.
Okay.
You make it up to beside her with your movement. Now you have an action if you'd like to use it.
I'm like, "Hi." I'm gonna short sword her down here. 17.
Okay, that 17 does hit, just
Yeah.
barely. You find a chink in the armor.
Sneak
Okay.
attack.
Oh, did I get
You
it?
have-
Howl's
you
within 5
have-
feet.
You have Howl next to you, so you do get sneak
Uh-huh.
attack.
It's 1d6 or 2d6?
2d6. All right, another 8 damage. She is not looking good. She's bleeding from several wounds. Anything else?
Can I trip her? Can I like with the bonus thing there?
Tripping is an action. Now you can stab her with your dagger as a
Yeah,
bonus action,
you could-
or
Stab lethally or non-lethally.
Okay.
you can
yeah,
maybe try and brain her with the back end of your dagger.
Mhm.
Yeah, is that my unarmed strike?
Mhm.
That's a full attack.
Well, no, you'd be using your offhand. It's as a rogue. If you have a finesse weapon, you can make one attack without
Yes.
proficiency,
Oh yes, I'm remembering this. Okay, cool.
or with less damage. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Do I
it's
roll
less
the
damage.
dexterity check?
Less
No,
damage.
you just roll your short sword again.
18.
18. You do strike her again
Oh yeah.
For 5.
for 5 damage. She is still standing, but she's breathing. Her breathing is labored. She's not feeling like she looks bad. She really does look bad right now. But it is her turn. She disengages, and she sprints. She double moves, action and movement 60 feet. She heads out into the rain.
What? You can finish this.
So she's 60 feet away at this point. Hal, it's your turn.
Does 30 feet get me out of the building?
30 feet gets you to the door.
Okay. Can I see her?
Yes, you do see her. She is heading towards one of the exit of the alley towards the main street. To,
Okay.
Like, get into the crowds.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my crossbow
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot her.
Yeah.
All right. Make your attack.
Okie dokie. Okay, that's not bad. I think that's a crit because stuff.
Is it a 19?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get crits on ranged attacks though? On a
It
19.
says your weapon attacks.
What's the name of the ability?
Improved critical.
Okay, yeah, that's a crit.
Okay. Now, because I crit, I can't do this non-lethally, right?
Well, explain how you're trying to non-lethally shoot her with a crossbow in the back.
Or the leg.
Yeah, and I want to do it like in the legs, so it trips her down and keeps her down, if that's possible.
Fleshy part of the thigh.
Just pin her foot to the pavement.
Oh, that's awful.
Okay,
Fight the
well,
knee, man.
I reconsidered my idea about crits being like massive damage. Sort of, I just think that's a super success. You explain what you do, describe it, and that's what happened.
For adventuring
Yeah,
game-
I want to shoot her. So she's like trying to round a corner, right?
She's cutting a corner, trying to get into the crowds.
I want to shoot her somewhere where she just gets pinned to the fucking wall.
Okay, so you catch her in that spot underneath the clavicle. There's this little kind of dead zone that if you hit it just right, that the person won't die immediately. You can get, but you're coming from the backside, and it just sort of makes through that area. And as it catches her, it spins her into the wall, and it just pins. And so she is face first in the wall, pinned to it with a crossbow bolt. And there's blood pouring down, and she's just about to go unconscious. And you see her kind of just fall forward and is hanging by the crossbow bolt.
Do you want me to roll the damage? Does it matter?
No,
Okay.
no, we're not gonna do that because like I said, I don't think you're trying to do it non-lethally, and you crit, so that means you succeeded. Period.
Okay.
And
Okay.
no ifs, ands, or buts. So that we're just going to go with that as the rule now.
Cool.
So instead of like, oh God, you accidentally blew this person's head off when you were trying to hug them. So yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
Cool.
So everyone's out of combat. But before you go talk to her, let's go check on Wendell and Harlan. Wendell,
Yes.
you first. You step outside.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for you saw them.
Yes.
You saw them sneak out.
Yes.
You step outside.
I would like to try to be stealthy as well in case they think they're being followed.
Okay, so in the moment you try and stealth. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
That's not
Gives
awful.
Harlan a moment to come up and catch up with you. You see,
I actually
you see
have a
Wendell
bonus
crouching.
to stealth. 17.
Okay, so you believe you're quite stealthy.
I'm quite sleuthy.
Then again, Wendell is always successful in everything that he does, so of course you expected that.
Of course.
Harlan, Wendell is stealthy.
Yes, I probably just go up to some random noble and just be like, Wendell, wait, you're not Wendell.
You hear from the sides like, over here.
I'll like go follow that? That's weird. Okay. Do I see Wendell?
No, you don't see Wendell.
Wait, you're
But
not.
you do see another person named, let's see, I'm sorry, I almost lost this one. Where's this at? Actually, the howl fight music is over. Let's go back to our oppressive gloom.
Yes. Nothing like some good oppressive gloom.
Yeah, I actually named that song Howl's Fight Music. So it should be a lot more bloody at this point now that she's killing everyone. But hey, her first non-kill. I'm impressed. Well, she's alive now. She's alive now. So
Don't speak too soon.
yeah, unfortunately. Okay, a woman, a human woman is waving you over, Harlan. She seems finely dressed, might be a noble of some sort.
Do you require something? I'll just walk.
Are you after the strange woman that was running out of here and those Amath scented Argon Fuoco?
Those names are quite familiar.
Yes, I understand. Being circumspect is very important. I've also been watching them, but I don't know you. So, I must ask, why are you looking for these two?
gonna try to get a read on her.
Okay.
How does she want to know this?
Insight. Okay. In reading her face, she seems quite interested in knowing who you are. Her motives might be conflicted. She seems to be relatively honest that she also was watching them.
And who do you work for?
Oh, that's neither here nor there.
It's quite important if you wish for me to share information with you.
Well, that's fine. If you're not interested, I have information I could offer you, or we can go about our separate ways. It's fine. She turns to leave.
Give him a.
No, I'll just leave it be at that. But I will get a just a kind of good view of her.
But she's medium average height, brown hair pulled up in the style of the day, kind of like up on top of her head but falling down a bit. She's wearing quite a bit of makeup and very fine silk clothing, a dress of excellent make, lots of jewelry. She looks like she fits in this particular crowd.
But so she's a noble woman, not one of the actors.
You believe so? Wendell.
Yes.
You're now stealthily exiting the building.
So sleuthy. And I'm following these people.
Okay. It was a moment for you to get over there. And the time that it took you to get to the door and then kind of stealth, you catch them as they enter into a carriage.
Aha.
And begin to ride
Is there
away.
any marks on the carriage?
No, it is a black 2-horse carriage.
What color are the horses? What do the horses look like?
They are both brown.
Okay.
Kind
And
of
the
an
driver?
amber brown.
Does it look
The
like
driver-
a cab or is it like a contracted?
It looks like a hired cab.
Okay. Are there more cabs lined up to like take people from the theater?
There are several.
I'm gonna do a quick glance. Are there any like young up and coming cabbies sitting here?
There's several. Like there's at least 3 handsome cabs out there.
Okay.
The carriages, 2-horse carriages out there. Not a lot of people are leaving at this time. They just seem to be ready. Some of them,
Yes.
might actually be part of the nobilities.
Okay,
That's
I'll go for
inside.
one that doesn't look like that looks like a cab that someone who's just trying to be proactive about getting here earlier. Hired cab and be
Okay.
like, follow that cab.
Okay. You come up to one that sort of looks like he's watching the doors. He's not as finely dressed as some of the others. His carriage has a bit of wear to it, but is well maintained.
Okay, yes. Pardon me.
Oh, yes.
Could I have you
Rides it-
follow
ride
that
master?
cab? Yes.
Oh. You want me to
Yes, they left without me, unfortunately. I took a bit too long at the restroom. Just missed them. Just meet up with them at the place, at their house, but unfortunately I don't have the address. Here, and I'll hand him a platinum.
Oh, of course. Oh,
Yes,
please.
Thank
Jump
you.
in. I will be right behind. Do you want me to get right behind them?
No need for them to feel rushed.
Oh, of course. That's fine. Sure. It's very strange, but I'm sure this is what people do. I mean,
Yes.
Rowan's a good driver, so I'm sure it'll be very easy to follow.
Excellent. Thank you.
He hitches up the horses and not hitches them. They're already hitched, but he starts out.
And while he's keeping an eye on him, he seems to know the other cabbie, so that's good. I'm going to sit inside and look at all these little packages that I got, because one of them might hold the stone. We don't know if the handoff was successful or not, so I'm going to be like, are you the Stone of Galore? Are you the Stone
Okay.
of Galore?
All right. 2 of the packages are much smaller than what you've been led to believe.
Okay, I'll look at
That
those
they-
later.
Okay. There is a larger package. You open it up, and it is a jeweled dagger.
Ooh, fancy. Pawn it for probably some good coin.
It is golden. in countenance with a bright red ruby atop.
No stone. Well, at least I followed them. I'll just open the other packages.
All right. One is a packet of powder. The other is a packet of little ball bearings.
Ah, could come in handy. And I'll just pocket those, put them back in the bag.
Okay. And you ride out in the carriage. Okay. Harlan, after you talk with the woman, you turn to follow Wendell, correct?
Yes.
You step outside at the moment you see Wendell getting into a cab and ride away quickly.
What?
There's gonna be a train of carriages. Follow that cab.
Follow that cab that's following a cab that's following another cab.
Harlan's going to shake his head and Harlan actually thinks Wendell is competent, so
At least someone does.
Thank you, Harlan. I appreciate it.
Harlan will head back into the theater looking for the others.
Okay. All right. Where do you go to look?
So we pass by the alley and I just glance out the window and see, like, Hal pulling this person off.
No, it heads a different direction.
Okay. That would make
You seem to be heading towards the port.
Oh no. They're going to leave town with it. I can't allow this to happen. I'll just enjoy my short rest in this carriage.
Okay. Saying they're going towards the port might have been a misnomer. They're heading towards the west.
Okay.
And there's a lot of distance between Abdor's province. Pretty much the rest of the entire town is towards the west.
Excellent. I will just sit back then and enjoy my short rest in this carriage, hopefully, while we...
Yes, you will receive a short rest.
Excellent. Hello, spell slot.
All right, so Harlan, you're heading back inside. You enter into the auditorium as people are starting to sit during the intermission, and you see no one. You do see at the edge where your friends were originally a group of what looks like actors in disarray speaking with a stage manager.
Oh, excuse me. I just kind of
you overhear them. They're complaining about being barreled over by a very well-dressed man in the possibly a servant or something. I'm not sure which act he's supposed to be performing in, but he was way too aggressive in the back hallways. Very put out.
Man? You said back this way. Could you point that direction?
Oh, you're one of the guardsmen. Yes.
Yeah.
Strange man. Might have been with your group. I don't know exactly. Barreled through these fine actors and performers in the back hall. If you just go that way, you might catch up with him.
Oh, good. Yes, I'll give him a swift talking to.
Oh, good. Good show. Excellent. Thank you very much. This is why we pay our taxes.
and out that way.
All right. So you
excuse me. I like
you walk through. All right. So Hal, outside, you, Lamont, and Igor come upon the unconscious form of the woman, Bavette, stuck to the wall, face forward. She's still bleeding pretty badly.
I'm gonna see if I want to pull her from the wall, and I want to see if
she kind of like moans.
Yeah.
Pain, like it hurt a lot to pull.
I'm gonna see if I can like staunch her. Igor, stick your fingers in her. Help me like stop her from bleeding.
Thumbs right into it.
And I'm gonna. So would I have advantage on a medicine check if Igor's helping me?
Yes, I will give you advantage for staunching the wounds.
Okay, so that's okay, medicine's +1, so that's a 16.
Okay, that's more than enough to stop the bleeding. How you are proficient with creating injuries as well as occasionally stopping them from killing someone.
Very rarely.
How much longer should I hold my finger here?
Oh, you're good. I got it.
Oh,
you can take your fingers out.
Yeah. All right, Lamont, what are you doing too? You see them ministering to her.
I'm gonna put her over my shoulder.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start walking towards that where Otto is.
Igor's impressed with your strength of lifting that woman on your shoulder.
We have the same strength score.
Yeah.
Out of character.
As you're walking with her, I kind of pick up the pace and get in her face as she's, following you. Like, you're gonna wish you were dead by the time we're done with you.
She's unconscious. Lamont, she can't hear you.
I think she can hear me just fine.
Okay, sure. Make sure we're not being followed, please. Somebody.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Oh, sure.
Doesn't
We're
have
gonna
to be
put-
you, Lamont. Just somebody.
You take
gonna
a
put
quick
lights
look around. You see Harlan coming out of the back door, looking around.
Hey, man.
Oh.
The big red one.
Oh,
What you up to?
She got
Hey.
away from you then?
Can somebody make sure you grab her weapons?
I can do that. And
Thanks,
Igor
Igor.
will grab the weapons.
No, we caught right up to her. Somebody glued her to the wall, and now we're, taking her back to our secret lair for interrogation. It's gonna be sweet.
I'll Wendell head off in a carriage to the west. Someone here is interested in us.
Like,
What does that
to
mean?
hire-
She was asking questions.
What's she look like? Describe her.
I describe her hair and her noble dress.
Does it
Sounds
sound
like a
fam-
nobleman.
No. Ugh. Gross. Okay. Does she have like a signet? Does she look like she was from a certain house? No?
I didn't pick up on any of that.
Okay. Well, I guess Lamont, is anybody following us? Because if she's interested in us, she's probably watching us.
do I see if anybody's watching us?
Give me a perception check then. Oh.
Natural
you
20.
see no one at all. At one point, the stage manager pops his head out of the door, looking around, doesn't see anyone, and closes the door. You hear the lock go
You
without
need to
perception
stop
check.
running over people.
That's it. You don't see anyone else.
No, we're clear.
All right. Let's take her back to that room that they were in and go from there, I guess.
Sounds good. I hope
We
the
should
monster's okay.
Strip her of everything, take all of her stuff.
Okay.
And remove her toenails.
No, not yet.
So you all head back through the alley to where all the bodies are still laid out
Oh, shit.
in
Yeah.
full view.
I was like, why are we going there?
Yeah.
You don't look like they've been disturbed
Okay.
or noticed yet.
Maybe we shouldn't stay here. Do I know of any place near here that I can like bunker down?
Roll me a straight intellect check. This isn't really your area. Let's see what you can think of.
Where are we right now?
You're in Abdar's Promenade, sort of in
Alright.
the northwestern area of it, right off the main Folly Square.
That is a 15 minus 1, so 14.
14. Okay. I know that Nugget didn't think of it, but Hal would immediately remember the sewers. There's an access nearby.
Yes.
Perhaps you can get down in the sewers, and that would give you some time. This is far
Yeah.
enough away. You're on the edge of class territory, but you'll probably be fine down there.
Cool. That's where I'm gonna head then. Because this chick is Myriad, right?
Mhm.
You believe so, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head down there.
Okay.
But what about Wendell?
Excellent.
We're just gonna have to catch up with him soon, but we can't get caught with these bodies, especially with those rogue guards coming after us.
I'm sure Master will be okay. He's pretty crafty.
Don't you have like mind stuff, Lamont? Can you get to him?
Not. I reach out. Do I feel Wendell nearby within 60 feet?
No.
No, it's gone.
No worth a shot. All right, let's get down to the sewers. Let's get somewhere relatively safe and go from
Okay,
there.
you know that this particular sewer interest is popular because it is off of a series of back alleys that can be easily traversed. With the rain coming down as hard as it has been today so far, you're not noticing anyone. No one's using these alleys, and you make it relatively quickly to the area.
Okay.
About the time you get to the sewer entrance, you see Vivette on your shoulder start to stir somewhat listlessly.
Can
But
I
you
like
make it-
whack her again?
She's very seriously injured. You would be chancing killing her, probably trying
Tie her
to
up.
knock her out again.
Yeah, I'll just have Igor help me tie her up.
Yep,
Okay.
can do.
All right. So you tie her up and you descend into the sewers.
Yep.
Let's check in one last time with Wendell before we call it an evening. Wendell, you are relaxing in the rather comfortable climbs of the carriage, the horse-drawn carriage, moving through the rain. The pitter-patter of the rain falling on the top of the carriage is
Relaxing.
soothing. You almost feel like maybe napping, but you don't need to nap.
I don't.
So is there anything that you'd like to do while your cabbie follows the other cab?
Just write a little in his diary.
Mm-hmm.
On the tail of the stone of the galore, so long as these two people do not find me and murder me first, I will definitely be the first to put my hands on it, as I'm the only one here. Great. And he's just going to start plotting. Like I could write a note. I could make a note saying that 3 has sent me. I don't speak that fancy whatever gibberish that Howl does. Might not be able to pull off that ruse this time. And he'll just kind of peek his head out again.
You're still following the cab
Okay.
at a significant distance, but you can still see that particular
Where
cab.
are we in relation to where we were? What part of town are we in?
About this point in time, you find yourself just about to exit the military district,
Ah, are we
heading
headed?
into the central district.
Interesting. Okay.
So if you were to look at the map as I put you there,
Okay.
I will show you approximately where you are before we call it an evening.
Excellent. Just making
And
notes.
As
Okay.
you arrive, you're literally passing by Wasserman Manor right
Oh,
now.
Yes, I shut the blinds. I'm like, oh, this is where we're at, and I just shut that window.
All right.
And just say a little prayer to my patron, and all this goes well.
You hear a chuckle in the back of your mind. And with that, we'll end it for this session of Mondays in Exandria, an adventure in Emon. The characters are that much closer, or are they? They're leaving a wake of bodies behind them, but you know, there's things happening, people, things, other possible allies coming out of the woodwork to say hello, or are they? Well, let's go around and check with everyone, see what they thought about this evening and where we can find them, where we can watch them perform on their own, just like the theater that they were in today. So let's start off with Lamont Quinlan, he of the awakened mind this evening.
I did. So, saw some cool stuff, and then I had my big Oscar clip. I'd like to submit tonight's performance to the Academy for consideration in January. This was badass, and the plot continues to thicken, and I'm really enjoying it, and this is super cool. I'm producer Trav. We got to play Aliens last Thursday. It was fucking sweet. And I think Teenagers is coming up, which is just blowing my skirt up. And then we got PAX coming up, so we got all kinds of cool shit in the works, and I have a blast with these people, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Excellent. Yeah, some of us get to go to PAX, other of us get FOMO instead.
I'm sorry about the FOMO.
It's all right. I'm sure there'll be lots of pictures to only make it worse. Speaking of only making it worse for themselves, let's go over to Hal.
How am I making it worse? I didn't kill her.
Yet.
Yeah, well, we'll see. She's a Myriad member. It's fine. Hi, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I play Hal, the shifter fighter, who is still kind of getting used to that crit on a 19 thing. It's very nice. On Tuesday nights, I play Ambar Vanastra, the Divine Soul Sorceress, and I think we are having lunch in a cafe right now. Is what we're doing, yes. And then I play Violet in our occasional once a month Aliens game, and she's the synthetic human on the crew, and it's very awesome. And I'll be in something new here soon, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, my favorite part was pinning her to the fucking wall because that visual and the satisfaction. It was so nice. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
That was pretty neat, and yeah, that's a good way. I like that. I like that. You know, not non-lethal crossbow is really hard to pull off, but you know, hey, with a natural 20 or natural 19 in your case, anything is possible. Speaking of making anything possible, Harlan Flipcloak, how was tonight for you?
Yes, hi. Very good, very good. Let's see. Tomorrow I'll be playing Magnus Deep Shaft, where we're not having tea, we're stealing a body. Anyways, let's see. Tonight, I think my favorite part tonight was probably just the scene where Lamont was talking to the actress. I just thought that was it was really interesting and funny how she thought Lamont was an actor while he's like bleeding out on the couch. I thought that was funny. Yeah, D20 Coup de Grace. You can find me playing games on Thursdays and Fridays. And thanks everybody.
I was really hoping to get someone to sit down on the couches for a little while, and it was just perfect that it was Lamont because it was finally someone that wasn't the help, so we didn't have to yell at them. You know, it's always nice when you can get away with, you know, a Lamont conversation that isn't screaming and accusing them of like bad customer service. So, you know, that was a good part. Speaking of good customer service, let's go over to Igor as he barrels through everyone in the hallway. How's it going, Igor?
Good. Kind of sad that Igor could not catch that slippery, fishy eel lady. I mean, those rolls, good grief. But yeah, had fun playing. Shiny Pilot 206. Play here on Mondays, Tuesdays, and the Aliens game as well with WebDM Travis. And had a good time. A little under the weather, but it was fun to just be here and listen to it. And favorite part was listening to just the escapades going on all across the theater with everybody going off kind of doing their thing. And the interactions with Lamont with the lady were, it killed me when he said, "Oh yeah, you're beautiful like my mom." It's just like, oh no. But it was great. So I had a good time.
Awesome. Yeah, that was good. I felt bad. She had a +8 in acrobatics, and it's just like she kept rolling so well. Oh man, but hey, it fit. It made her a little slippery, and it made it all that more satisfying when she took a crossbow to the back, not the knee, the back.
The back.
And before we pass it on to the leader of this madcap band, both the streamer and the leader of group, well, in his own mind, I'll go ahead and give my bona fides out here. And I am Deception Check. I DM this madcap group on Mondays in Exandria. Tuesdays, I play Merrick Tenpenny in Mists of Ravenloft. And on the occasional Friday, or when we get to play in Aliens, I am Hank Granger, the almost dead, bleeding out man who has to hope that McKeelson can actually save him, which, you know, I give it 1-2% chance, maybe, you know, somewhere around there. At least the whiskey and the morphine will be great. And something new coming up very soon that I can't wait for everyone to see. I had a blast. This is always fun. I like what everything that everybody did. I like how Michael can handle the silliness of things falling apart every time he tried to do some of the Igor. How trying not to kill someone for one time, Lamont being Lamont, Harlan just not trusting anyone, and Wendell being Wendell. So it's always just a fun time, and it's always a great end to my Monday. So let's pass it on over to Wendell, Eustace, Abernathy, Lucius, Throckbottle, Hassan the Fourth of the Havisham Hassan Peppers.
Thank you. Yes, that is my full title. Yes, this was a blast. Definitely. Was super glad I was well enough to play today. Definitely gonna probably go to bed after this though. But thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. I think my favorite part was Harlan saying Wendell was competent. That that was a good moment for me. I also just liked the theater. That was cool. Getting to sneak in through a theater, be like, oh yes, hey, oh, we're the guard. Haha, don't worry, we're here to apprehend troublemakers. Look, there's one now. That was fun. I can't wait for next week's session to find out what happens to this or ganged up member of the Myriad and me alone. I'm sure it'll be fine. My patron is always with me. I'm not nervous. You can find me being less nervous tomorrow night when I'm the Dungeon Master of Mists of Ravenloft, where totally fun shenanigans are happening. We've got a wax body heist in the works. People are less possessed, but still intelligence drained, and there's just shenanigans going on. Stuff's getting interesting. And, of course, we will have our Teenagers from Outer Space this Saturday at 10 a.m. to noon Eastern. It is our second, it's typically once a month, but this month is our 1-year anniversary, so it's twice this month. We'll be giving away 3 digital copies of the Teenagers from Outer Space game, thanks to our Tal'Dorei Games, and 1 copy signed by the crew at PAX Unplugged. So, check that out. It's going to be super duper fun. You don't want to miss it. And yes, stay tuned for more announcements soon. Till then, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow.